Well, laying a marker on a grave is a way to honor a lost loved one, but several people tell us that their grief for lost relatives is compounded.
That's right. Some say that they've waited as long as 2 years but haven't received grave markers for what they've paid for. Consumer reporter Heather Sullivan has been investigating.
The owner of a grave monument business says it's been plagued with shipping delays, labor shortages, and high demand. But some customers say they feel like they've been ghosted.
I'm thinking it's up in here.
Right turn, left turn.
The fact that we got to come out here and guess.
Sunitha Jones searches for her mother's grave.
It's bad that she doesn't have anything out here to identify her, because she's worthy of being identified. She's a beautiful person. This is hard, man.
Jones says after paying Heavenly Memorials and Monuments in Rosenberg all but the last $300 of $2,300 for grave markers for her mother and brother, she says there have been delays throughout the process.
It's challenging, and I'm trying not to get, so emotional, but I'm tired.
My mom should have already had her stone. I said, you don't understand the pain we're going through.
We spoke with several more customers who showed us receipts that they paid thousands of dollars in full, some as long as 2 years ago.
Excuse after excuse after excuse, and then finally no contact whatsoever.
These customers say they have received no markers for their loved ones' graves and no clear answers.
Every time it's 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. It's sandblasting and lasering, so it's going to take 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So we wait for the 3 weeks. We call back, and then she tells us again, like, it's sandblasted. It's gonna take 3 weeks.
Some customers filed complaints against Heavenly Memorials and Monuments with Yelp and the Better Business Bureau.
It's been very emotional. It just hurts me that he is doing this.
The business has an F rating with the BBB because they have not responded to recent BBB complaints that have been filed against them.
Charlene Godley is one of 3 customers taking the company to court.
You only get one mother, and you want to, we wanted to memorialize our mom, and here we go to this person that we felt like we could trust.
We went to Heavenly Memorials and Monuments.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Heather from Fox 26.
Owner Craig Mitchell says they have a backlog due to many deaths in the pandemic.
We are getting their product out. It's just taking us a little longer because we're short of labor. We're experiencing labor problems. And then we had a problem with getting the product from overseas during COVID. But we are catching up.
They would argue, well, 2 years, we understand delays, we understand COVID, but they would still say 2 years, that's a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It may be a long time to them, but I have to see when they actually placed the order, because if they placed it during COVID, we was experiencing those shipping problems.
The company sent us what Mitchell says is a disclaimer they have customers sign explaining possible delays. One customer we spoke with showed us that she signed a disclaimer to expect at least a 9-month delay. But other customers we spoke with say they never received a disclaimer. The business declined to show us any signed disclaimers, which also states that contracts will not be disclosed. Meantime, these customers say the situation is adding to their grief.
To come out here and not be able to spend time with your loved ones and have to guess where they're buried, it's challenging. It's challenging.
To protect yourself when buying a grave marker, the Better Business Bureau says it can help to get an estimated delivery date in writing. You can also choose a marker manufacturer that's a member of the Monument Builders of North America, which requires that members follow its Code of Good Practice. Heavenly Memorials and Monuments in Rosenberg is not listed as a member. Since we began working on this story, 2 of these customers have received their markers, and you can see Mitchell's full interview on fox26houston.com. Heather Sullivan, Fox 26 News.